There we go. Try this again. The tree harvester? It's the Scorpion King, Brookie. Alright, let's figure this shit out. If I fill this thing with stone, because you should, I know you take stone. So you just don't want to fill from there. It's hanging start fill, but it's not filling. Huh. Why is this? Thank you for the bit there, Binks. Why are you not taking product out of there? And another bit from Mr. Binks. Why won't you drop stone out of there? Why are you not dropping stone out onto my conveyor? Milo's redeeming a kitty treats. And thank you, Milos, for that tier 1 resub. We greatly appreciate that. What's this, Darius? Yeah. You want more kitty treats? And look, I can fix your bed while we're at it. Then you won't fall off the bed. Alright. Sounds good, Binks. You take care. I see you, Pickles. Oops. No, you have some, sweetie. Leave his alone. Hey, fat one. Stop it. Pickles. There you go, Handsome. If you get down on the floor, you could probably steal a couple more. Alright, Hey, sweetie. Look. Yeah. You can get some treats too, sweetie. The little girl, the little Dahlia, came in. She's not often at this end of the house to get the treats. Here you go, sweetie.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Alright, why would this thing not be taking stone out of that is the question. Do I need a different auger wagon? Or a different, not auger wagon, blah, 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 blah. Auger? Time to test augers quick. If that one won't work, maybe this one will. Hmm. It goes straight through. And I know these will fill out of other silos. Do I need to put a different silo here? We'll get some dumped into this thing and see what happens. But that's weird that it's not doing that. Normally I have no problem doing that. Try a different title. Yeah, if I remember right, our gold should be getting in need of sand. It is. We'll do a run quick so we don't forget. Seven. Where are you going? Okay. Whatever. I will find a silo that will work to do that, because it's a long way to truck a lot of stone, if you know what I mean. Send you up to the upper bench. How's the water situation looking? That is something I've been concerned with. It's 5,400. That looks like it might be a sign we're full and starting to stock back up again. I just need to keep an eye out to see if I need to add more of those tanks in. We're going to send you to Crusher Rock Drop-Off. You're at Field 7. Hey, Devlin, can you shut the fan off, please? Alright. That. Morning, Tall Texan. And how's it going there in Tassatolo? One second, folks. I got something I wanted to look at. Okay. Answers that question. Alright. We're gonna work on that this morning some. But I want to get this truck loaded. Stop. Afternoon there, Jers. Clean fill is either for sale, direct sell, or it is used in the large concrete factory as an alternative to gravel. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate there, Aussie Wheels. Not a problem, Jers. Clean up the last of this quick. And we're going to start working our way across the top. I want to get rid of all the big rocks that are up there and stuff. Pull this stone out of the mines. But I've got to get a system over there at the stone crusher to be able to load from a silo or something directly in there, because I hate having to travel all that way for 100K here or there. If I can set up a silo and load from the silo direct in, that works much better for me. The distribution silo. Yeah, I don't personally like that idea. I would, I don't mind. I've got the vehicles. I'll auto drive it over. When you see that's part of the additional game settings mod, Aussie Wheels. It's in the menu here. Additional settings mod. It is trailer HUD. Not a problem. I got this area cleaned at least. Come on. Get around the corner, please. Thank you. A frickin' tag or something hanging out of the back of my shirt. It's annoying the shit out of me. Cut them off. What, the tags? This one, I don't think has a tag, actually. Might be, I don't know. Just something back there keeps messing with the back of my head, and it's pissing me off. Gotta get used to what this one looks like when it's just on the ground to skim like this. Just bought your first bit of forest? Nice. Oh. I was say, what the hell? I'm already driving it over there. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Hey, Drake. What can I do for you? I know. There's no mommy today. She's at the office. Do you need to come up and get loves? Are you feeling ignored? Are you feeling ignored, kitty cat? What the hell? Why won't it work? Somebody already redeemed it, Aussie. It's only once per stream. Why is this not working? Did they make it so this stupid thing won't fill out of a silo now? I probably need a modded one. I will figure this out, god damn it. Thank you very much. Where'd you get the mining truck from? That one? That's right off the mod hub. I believe. You had to get this. Oh, you had to get the small one too? They're fat enough as it is. Well, let's try it. I'll teleport all kinds of these damn things over there till I find one that works, god damn it. Because if I can, I want to use that one. Yeet you the fuck out of here. I mean, I'll move it back. Away from things if I can. I'll move it back towards the... a little more towards the road. See, now I'm not getting the trigger, though. Weird. It was there for a second till I moved it. I had it come up for just a second. Did you see that? Yeah, there's a modded one of these I know that works. Well, that's the thing. I hit R, but nothing happens. See, now it'll work. See, normally it just does that. You see how it just gives a little blip look out of it? But it won't actually do anything? Where'd that other one go? That thing yeeted out of here.
Found it.
I yeeted that thing out of here.
It's right near the pond.
Yeah, let's go try and see about that other auto load belt. Yeah, it's weird because you hit R, but it won't actually bring up the load function. And the only thing I can think of is one, the load point's too high up for it, doesn't like it somehow. Which there are silos that have a low, a low output. But that one time it worked. It's like very finicky to get it to do it. So maybe, it's either A, Giants ones don't like it. Fine, I'll go look for the modded one. I know about the Grimmy one, the Quantum. I've used it in the past.
Sorry, you can stop causing chaos now. Kirsten. Boogie. Boogie. Boogie.
Leave him alone. Hey, Kirsten. Good morning, buddy.
One of the kitty.
I'll have to get the white auto load belt. How's it going, need a wee wee? Yeah, because I've used this one in the past. The thing is finding one that, like I said, can work out of the other thing. I'm even gonna grab this one too. See if this one will work. In case the other one doesn't work. We'll find one that works. Thank you for the hydrate, Martin. Good to hear. I know one of them is quantum, so Q. What the hell? There's the Mark II. There it is.
Hello, chat.
Have you got the Jenny? Genie? Don't think so. If you're talking about a mod, I don't think I have anything that is called that. Alright, come on. Spin faster, hamsters. Because I could have sworn I've done that in the past with that belt, has just done that. Yeah, I've got the one so the belts will keep spinning when I exit, yes. I leave automatic engine start turned off. That way if I need to, fill something, I can just start it and walk away type of thing. Eventually I'm going to put some of those setups in the mines at certain mines so that they're just there. How you doing there, Cocodrang? Leave them alone. Stop picking. I see you've already started picking. Let me see.
Someone's really healing.
No, it's getting better because you were way more broken out than this. It's going to take a little bit to heal, buddy. You still got it in your face some too, though. But you're...
Almost completely gone on my face.
Hey, you just need to be washing it frequently. Generator mod you can use when you exit. Alright. While we're messing around with this, let's get our workers back going. No, 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 you idiot. That direction. Alright. By you. We'll try this one first. Too slow. See what I mean? You see it do that, but it's not actually giving me the trigger to select what product I want. I think it's because the output's too high. Oh, no, it'll work out of this one, it seems. So if I set you up like this... It just won't let me do it direct into the trigger. That's the problem. It won't let me do it direct into the trigger that way. If you notice, because it's just fine when I'm not looking at the trigger. Well, yeah, the stones, like what's in here, goes in the front. The rocks go in here. But I'm trying to get it to be able to auto-load out of a silo into there. Well, there was plenty of space in there. But see, there's some in here. But the problem is when I do it, it won't give me the trigger until I tilt out of the way. Then it gives me the trigger. No problem. So something's not letting it go direct into the trigger. What's going on? Sorry for the late response. Not a problem there, Coca-Drang. Not a problem. So it just won't let it go direct into the trigger for some reason. Yes, you do need the Platinum expansion for this map, Cocodrang. Hey, Kiston! Hello, darkness. What you doing? Even the puppy's right there in the door. Yeah, yeah. Hey, don't forget to get ready. It's almost time for you to go out for your bus.
Dog.
Don't worry about the dog. I bet you the same thing will happen. If I were to take this other little piece off of here. Yep. Huh. So that's not the problem. Where do I want to put you? It's production power they give. They'll produce a little bit of power that goes into your productions, depending on wind speeds and stuff like that. So that's interesting. I can't go direct into the trigger. Not a problem, Cocodrang. So the big windmills will produce power, but it's based off your wind speed. The higher the wind speed, the more power they'll produce. But it's not a ton unless you have some really high wind speeds. I mean, it's like real windmills. They only produce when it's windy out, so it can be hit or miss for their production. I want to say they'll go upwards as high as 30 if the wind speed's high enough. I don't remember the exact number on the big ones. But I've got quite a few of them myself, and yeah, I'm not producing near enough power. So I'm having to run the coal power plant right now. It will help, yeah. Well, OneDrive Raris is bad for mods anyway. It's highly recommended against using OneDrive for your mods, but you don't need a VPN for it. Why would I use OneDrive or a VPN? I don't need to. And I'm not in control of any of that stuff. That's a Dave decision. But they're hosted through Trello on various people's own website, own stuff, not one website. Okay, today's music is not being very nice with the various playlists. So let's go here and do this one instead. You don't have time to learn HTML website? What's that got to do with anything? But isn't... Yeah, it is 9. 9 is between 6 and 30. You're correct. Unless it's Giants math. Yeah, but what does learning XML have to, or HTML have to do with anything? That's what's confusing me. We're gonna send you over to there. You're done. Good morning, Lady Frenzy. Really? That sounds like something wrong there. Huh. So your 9-month-old bulls won't go in? It's interesting. We're gonna send you to field 9. Oh wait, I gotta do field 9 again? Shit. Shit. Shit, son. You're gonna go to 26. Nope, not 25. I said 26. So right now we're just working on some contracts. We're progressing through June here. Kinda working on some different things. It was rocks. Yeah. We're gonna have to take care of our stumps here in a minute, but first things first, I want to go make room for a small silo to go in at that farm. I also want to make some goats, space for a couple of goat pens. Huh. So you said the 9-month-olds won't go in. For real, you still have... Oh, that's no fun, Lady Frenzy. I don't think it's actually going to be in the butcher itself, because this is just going to call veal as Angus 2. What's their health factor at Night Diver? I don't play in 2 Aussie wheels. I don't have the season 2 pass or any of that. So we're gonna look in just a second. So Bull Angus, you said they were brown Swiss? Bull brown Swiss. 6 and 8. And 12 and 30. Huh, Dave left a gap in there. You see what I'm looking at? You get cow meat 2 for the veal. Yeah, 6 to 8 and then 12 to 30. 9 months won't go in. You'd have to save them, I guess, for the older ones. Yeah, between 8 and 12 they won't sell, which is weird. So you can either hold on to them for a couple of months, yeah. Well, I'm curious why he did that, but I'm sure he had a reason. So yeah, 6 to 8 for the veal, 12 to 30 for the regular cow meat. Hey, you need to be out for the bus. It's already 8. You better not miss that bus, you. So I told you to get ready. 1 second, Chad. I gotta make sure the kid's out. You want to go outside for a second there, Houston? It's gonna be so weird today. There's nobody else here. Alright. Okay. What's the problem, doggy? You gonna go out? You gonna go out? Let's send him up for... We'll send him to the upper bench, too. You gonna go out, Houston? You gonna go out? Then go out, stupid. I let him out once. He walked for like 2 seconds, came right back to the house, and was looking at me like, I don't know what to do. Came back in the house, and then was like, but I gotta go back out. Make up your goddamn mind, dog. Just 'cause it's raining a little bit, do you do? Really, that's it? That's all you went outside for? To be a turd? And tinkle? Are you better now, Houston? Are you better? Go lay down. Like the 3rd time he's been out this morning. Yum coffees. There you go. You get a party in your mouth. Wow. That's a little specific. Ow. Alright, I'm gonna have to grab one of my 8Rs, bring them over here with a plow and the tree planter. They can do double time with that. And I'll start plowing out. I won't get all of the area plowed for that field, but I'll start plowing the outside edges of it so when I harvest, we're ready to go. But one thing I know I need to do, I need to get these put in here, and I need more fucking chickens. We don't have enough chickens right now, so we're not producing shit for eggs. But I think a small silo of some kind in here would be good. It's mostly just to hold wheat for the chickens. You know what I mean? 400k, it would hold wheat for the chickens. We can either put it down there, or we can put it over here. I think we'll put it right in over here, maybe. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to spin back this way. We'll take out a little spot within these birches. Make a little path through here. So we'll have this little path we can come in on right alongside the chicken coop. Pop that one out. That one. That one. So they can come in. Found a massive deep hole in your land. Where at, Cushy? Over by field 54. Alright, give me just a second and I'll go take a look. Where are you going? There's a road right here, dum-dum. Goes that way. Over by field 54. Of course you're going to do this. Where's 54? In the woods. Is that the Southwest farm? No. Which one's 54? 53 is here. Which one's 54? 53 in the woods? These woods here? Yes, he did, DIY lover. In the green ones? Whereabouts in the green woods? Yes, I think it's in the actual map, so it's not a separate modded trailer. When you go into the animal trailer, or the animal transport section, it might actually be the, alright, 1 second, Cushy, I will. It's these two here, multi-animal transport trailers mod, so I guess it is a separate one? Yeah, it's gonna be a separate mod. I don't know exactly what it's called. Multi-animal transport trailers. I don't know what the actual name of the mod is, though. I might be... Huh. I don't remember what the heck the name of it is. Yeah, it doesn't show or say all of the um different animal types, but it does take them. Okay. So you said straight up. This is kind of straight up from the bridge. FS22 multi-trailer. Alright. We're kind of straight up from the bridge, Cushy. Because the bridge would be straight down there. The bridge is right there. How far up? So it's, what, way up here? Do you have coordinates on the map at the bottom? I mean, I'll probably never see it running around down here on foot. And why would you be trexing all this wonderful wood? A lot of good money in this wood. At some point, I actually have to come back and finish working on these properties. But for now, I want to get this one done so we can get our hay and stuff taken care of. We're at 2.3 million. What are you? Are you oat? You're an oat field. You're a sunflower field. 39. I don't really need more sunflowers. Oat would be nice, though. You're 1.6. You're 2.4. What went into 52? 52 is sorghum, right? Yeah. Glue and drywall plants about half built. Heinz placed. Oh, nice. You're cranking. There's my glue. The big thing is I'm stuck waiting on shingles because I didn't get them down till late. So I'm kind of stuck on the shingle side right now. Yeah, well, just give me a message when you get a chance and I'll take a look at it. Heinz will stall out waiting on drywall. Yeah. That's why I'm getting to work on them. I'll get them done at some point. This is gonna be awkward. Hello?
Hello, mate. Hang on, mate. Let me turn you down.
Be awkward.
Just load mine in. And I'll share with you and I'll show you. Just mute me for a minute while I'm doing this.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's true, Night Diver. I should buy 47. It's 3.4 million. I should buy this at some point. I'll wipe out the tree border and just big fucking field out of it. Because this is going to be turning into a grass field. I don't have enough. The problem is I don't have enough arable farms right now. What's up? I don't see your screen, though.
Hang on just 1 sec. Share screen.
You're 6 million. How? Jesus, those are expensive properties.
Tell me about it.
Alright, well, I'm looking at myself.
Are you? Oh, right. Hang on. Look at the wrong one. Oh, damn it. Oh, bleeding mouth for me. His window. Come on. No, you won't be. But as you can see, straight in front of me is a bridge, yeah?
Yeah.
And to there, look, see that hole? There it is. It's very bleeding deep.
What's the coordinates on your map at the moment? Mini map in the bottom corner.
Yeah, 126.9.
That doesn't matter. The next two numbers.
The next two, like 6160.
Yeah.
2608. You can't miss it because you won't be able to see past the trees. Because the trees are sticking up right out of the ground.
So you said 6160.
Yeah. And 2608. There it is right inside you. Just there. Right, so you've gone past it. There it is right in front of you.
I don't have it.
See them trees on you, to your right, to your left?
Yeah.
Stop there, turn left.
Uh,
The tree sticking out there. Yeah. You're falling in the hole.
that's a pretty deep fucking hole.
Yep. Very, very deep.
Hello, handsome. What can I do for you? Yeah, that's a pretty deep hole.
I lost my tracks in it, put it that way, and I had to reset it twice. So,
Yeah, be warned. Apparently, that is a really deep fucking hole.
very deep.
I mean, there's nothing Dave can do about it at this point without a restart for people, so they'll just have to keep an eye out for it and watch out, but...
I'm just going to have to try and raise the ground above it. Raise it.
Well, the problem is with the tree sitting in it, you're not going to be able to raise the ground.
Nope. I don't know if Dave can do anything without having a restart. I don't know, but...
No, I mean, that's something that Dave will have to fix in the map.
But he probably can take out the trees, and then
They're not gonna help anybody else if you take the trees out, though.
No. But can you pass it on?
Yeah, I'm writing down the coordinates I've got right now. And I'll show Dave when he gets here. I'm sure he'll be in.
Okay, thank you, Matt. Just thought I'd let you know anyway.
One thing you could do, Cushy,
Yeah.
to try and get rid of those, make sure you don't have any other logs on the map.
I haven't.
You know, no cut logs, what I'm saying. Because if you were to get and pull out your chainsaw,
Yeah.
jump in the hole, cut the trees with the chainsaw, then you can F12, delete the trees, delete the stumps, and then you should be able to flatten the ground out.
Yeah. Well, I'll have a go anyway, see what I can do with it. There's nothing much else I can do with it, is there really, at the minute?
Yeah.
But as you see, it's a very deep hole.
Yeah. Yep, it is a deep hole. Alright, so Night Diver. There is a custom, basically Dave has this Ropa Tiger under the beat section. And then when you come under the beat section here, you've got separate headers. You have one for onion, one for peanut, one for sugar beet, one for potatoes, and one for carrots. And something about your Steam Elements timer. You can ask. I'm not the best with that stuff, but I can do my best to answer. Let me shut this off for a minute. We have Western Star sitting over here with Stone. Let me go in here, shut this damn thing off, shut this off now. Alright. Leave the hole as a gimme gotcha. What trailer do you need for containers? It's under the low loader category. It's called the Schwarzmuller 3A. But what are you wondering about the timers? So under the low loader category, Brookie, it's this one here. Remember if it was wrong to play the way you want to about not cross-playing? Yeah, I remember the conversation. Something else that's odd Dill pickles are roughly 5k, but relish, which requires pickles, isn't. Huh. That probably needs a balance. Yeah. That tree might be further down, Cushy. You need to stretch it out if you're going to do the 12-meter trailers. Otherwise, it's set up for 6s and 9s. We're going to send you to mine upper bench. No. Mine upper... No. Mine upper bench. Thank you. Autosave. Alright. Yeah, I see the post. Are you trying to set it up as a timer in Streamlabs? Or Stream Elements, rather? Is that what you're trying to do with it? Morning, Jedi Horn. It's going well so far, other than finding a huge massive hole in the map. No wonder nobody found that, Cushy. That's pretty hidden. Oh, dang it. No, I mean, what is the last 4? Last 4? Question? Oh yeah, found a big hole in the map. Thanks to Cushy UK. He yeah, Dave hides the bodies. The last 4 of the coordinates is 2168 2620. If you are looking north, you'll be staring right at it. So if you come over here, let me jump out, F12, we're going to teleport. 2168. You see right here? This 36-meter tree doesn't even stick out of the hole. So it's like 40 meters deep. Because there's the bottom of another 36-meter tree. Put it this way, even with flight mode on, I have a hard time getting out of the hole. Because I'm going. Alright. No, down, I said. Down. A couple of those trees stop before you get out of the hole. It's pretty deep. All right, let me get back in Discord over here. Yeah, because this tree right here. There's the top of one tree. Alright, that's the top of one of the trees. We just passed, the one that was in the bottom. This is another one of them. We're still going up. We're still in the hole, as you can see. Now we're clear of the hole. So there's literally a 40-meter tree in that hole that doesn't even reach the top. Nice, Night Diver. Putting out a house there. Oh, Dave. That's a deep one. That's definitely a deep one. It's right over here, Aussie Wheels. It's up in this green forest, basically straight north of the bridge. Those are the coordinates. Oh, that would require a new save if Dave fixed it, because landscaping changes won't carry over in an update. Now, Dave could go in and fix it so new people that join wouldn't have that happen, but anybody that buys that property will have to deal with that. Unless they start a new save. I ain't starting no fucking new save at 370 hours. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, you'll know it when you find it. The only real way to take care of it, though, like I was explaining to Cushy, is you've got to basically jump in with a chainsaw on your own and do... Well, I wonder, would that work? For science. Well, that's one way to do it, too. You can jump in with the, with easy dev controls, turn the delete objects on, and just look at them and press delete. I mean, once the trees are out of it, you can do that too. But if you turn on flight mode, Cushy, you see what I was doing? Go into F12, do this, and then the delete key just deletes the trees. But that shit's deep. So that becomes an option for people if they want to do it. You know, if they're in that area and they need to clear the trees. So I'll mention it to Dave. I'll show him it. That's the easy dev controls. If you press F12, it'll bring up that menu. Put some pieces of dock over it. Yeah. Excuse me, sir. I'll borrow that stump. Thank you. Well, yeah. I mean, Dave will be able to fix it so it doesn't happen to other people that start the map from this point forward, but anyone else still playing would have to do what I just did. How's it going, Jay Booth? I mean, it's not a big deal. It's an expensive piece of property that I don't think too many people are going to be jumping into right away. So, you know, we'll mention it to Dave, let him know. He'll be able to do what he wants to do to it. Doing okay? Good to hear. Fill it with manure. Nice. We gotta get rid of our stumps. Is Dave working on that for us right now? So it's on the very first page, the top page of the F12 menu where the gear is. You press this delete objects input, and then be careful because every time you press the delete key, which is the one above the, your arrow keys, it will delete whatever you're looking at. Just gone. Be it a log, a pallet, whatever. I can understand that part, J Booth. Gonna get this done. Next thing on the agenda would be to load up one of my John Deeres, bring it over here to get ready to do that field. And I want to fix my road. Yeah, unfortunately, Aussie Wheels, I don't think moving to Australia is the solution for everybody, depending on the real life crap. See, I don't know how I would do with the heat. It's pretty hot down there, doesn't it? Well, I suppose the heat would be better than the cold, but I can move south here in the States for that. I mean, the wife and I have talked about New Zealand and the Philippines. All depends what state you move to. The other problem is, I think, though, that most of the reasons why I would want to move aren't going to be fixed by just going to another country. Alright, that part's done. Damn it. Autosave. Auto-saving. Oh, exactly, J-Booth. There's good points and bad points no matter where you live. At least here, we're near our family and stuff like that, so, you know, that's always there. If I left the country, my mother would shoot me. My wife's mother would bury the body. Because I'd be taking the grandkids away. I know this isn't technically the appropriate way to transport this, but I don't give a shit. I just need to get it over there. Yeah, I mean, that's true. If you've got family that's just being shit, then getting away from family is one way to do it. Alright, we want to go... If I send him to field 45, that should be fine. It should not put him in the crop. If it does, it's going to be just a very, very minor amount, and I don't give a shit. Alright, that's going to take care of that situation. I still need to scan fields, but I'm going to wait for one of my sprayers to get done. You're done now on 26. That'll complete you. Let's send you to 14 now. I mean, the wife and I have talked about a lot of different countries to potentially go to. I mean, I'd love to go to Ireland, Scotland. Don't think I'd be fond of, too fond of France, even though it's, blood relations to France. I thought of going to Germany even, because my mother's German. And when I say my mother's German, I mean she immigrated to the... She actually had to get the, she had to become a naturalized citizen in the U.S. She was not actually, because she came over when she was 7 from Germany. I remember I was around the age of 18. She had to get her citizenship for something she was doing, because she'd never been an actual citizen of the United States at that point. Alright, so we want to go smooth terrain. 200% paint radius. We're going to be doing our... I went way past it, didn't I? Gravel dust. Smooth on 200. Radius on 200. We're moving the road because I'm sick of the trucks just right off into the woods over there. So we're gonna curve this back over. I wanted to redraw along the trees anyway, and we're actually upgrading the road all the way clear over to the Stone Crusher at this point. That's what we're gonna do right now. Your grandfather was from Germany too. Nice, yeah, my grandmother. My grandfather was actually from the States. Served in the army over in Germany, where he met my grandmother. And he ended up having to leave the army to come back to the States to take care of his grandmother. And that's when my grandmother followed him, I guess a short time later. Yeah. Benui Snowflake, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing today? I hope I didn't butcher your name too badly. If I did, please let me know so I can correct it in the future. Because I think I'm going to redraw this whole little that's going on over here too. Because I don't often go that way, so we're gonna... Your grandparents are just the opposite of yours? Yeah. And then, of course, my father's side is French. We came down from... They actually were most recently, French-Canadian. They came down through Canada, so all through Madawaska and a lot of that stuff is where my family came down from. Believe it or not, I was looking at Google Maps the other day. I probably won't be able to find it now to save my butt. But I was looking at state of Maine up over here. Here's St. Leonard. $4 million. Holy shit. That's an expensive goddamn hole. $4 million. That shit goes down there. Holy Christ. So, yeah. Apparently we had some impact in Canada. But, put all the stuff in the first bridge. How long does it take to build? I want to say it was like a day or two in game. A lot of it's going to depend on how many days per month you're running. How's it going, KT? Why are you looking up near me? We were just talking about families and stuff like that, and countries I'd like to visit. And I'd love to go to Germany and stuff like that because that's where my mother's side is from. My father's side is French-Canadian. Which, I mean, it can be traced way back to deep in France, French history. As a matter of fact, my family has it traced back to around 1400 or so. It should be... Nope, not that one. This one. For those that don't know, that's my last name. But one day I happened to be looking around and caught this. Again, as I said, that's my last name. I'm still trying to find a copy of this book, but these are all different versions of my name. It was all done in the Sear Legacy book on occasion of the Sear family reunion in Madawaska, Maine. In 1981, 2 years before I was born. So they go down to uh, talking about the different versions of my name. The oldest Norman French is one of the oldest Norman French names and comes from the borders of Normandy and Brittany back to the years 1000. Ancient family of William of Monco, ancient lords of Mares and counts of Nevers. Seers of St. Sears were chief tenants of the Monco counts and held land around the church of St. Sears the Nevers. It is there in Brittany that the Seer coat of arms is registered. We arrived on the North American continent by around 1668. Seer of Alexandria. So that actually goes back to 444 AD. Seer Lucaris, the Patriarch of Constantinople. And the funny thing is, this is where shit gets really fucked up. This guy here, my great whatever the fuck ancestor, presented the Alexandrian Codex to Charles I. Charles I is my wife's ancestor. So my wife's family and my family, on her father's side and my father's side, both being French, were connected back in 1600. Apparently, we were all. I also have a Russian Grand Duke that was in my family back during the Russian Revolution. Vladimirovich Sear. But yeah, that's. This is one of the reasons I want to get a hold of this book. I've been trying to find it, and the only place there's no like digital copies I can buy. Other than trying to do this Sear family genealogy CD-ROM, which I don't have a CD-ROM, so it doesn't do me any good. But yeah, the variations of the name. And then some more information from the book, but there's the signature of my ancestor that first came to the the North America. Claude and Yvonne Sear. I've heard this name, so it's one of the reasons I know this is my family. So yeah, that's... Huh. um, that's interesting. One of my aunts married into the Burgoynes. On my mother's side. So yeah, that's I found that one day working on the 64X map. I was talking about putting a coat of arms on a castle model I had. I might actually make that castle just a placeable. Some Seers and Burgoynes in your area? Thank you for the stretch there, Mr. Martin. Well, there's a very good likelihood, KT, that those Seers in your area are cousins of mine. And thank you, Brookie, for the hydrate. Tomorrow I will be live. I might even go live again this evening, like I did yesterday with some Satisfactory Update 8. That reminds me, let's set myself into experimental now. Gotta set it to experimental, chat. That way when they release it, I can get the experimental branch. You waiting to go live till update hits? Nice. Code of... Awesome there, KT. Modern day Germany. See, I don't know how far back my mother's side goes. And I'm not super familiar with that side of my family history. I only know about my father's side because I know, you know, I was able to find that. Oh, excuse me. And do all of that. What if I look castles? You know, back as far back as 1653 in the Boston. Wow, that's awesome. A castle? A castle, you ask? It's not walkable, but it's a castle. I kind of want to make this a placeable now that you say that. I want to make it a placeable now. Thing is, I already have it called as a placeable in one of my maps. If I go here, I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. That's it right there. This is the version I have everything done for making it a placeable. I don't know what I do with the XML for it. But I should have an XML around here somewhere. What did I do with the XML for it? Because I had an XML for the damn thing. I know I did. Maybe that was one of the things I still had to work on for that. Oh, yeah, the lighthouse. Ooh! Those would be fun to add. Those would be fun to add. I might do 12 mil. Holy shit, Cushy. Damn. Anybody want a lighthouse? With working revolving light? Put it over the damn hole. Dee. Perfect spot for a lighthouse. I think it's this one here. Yep, that one there. Meaning of seer French. Tarsus of the. Yep. Earliest an ancestor visiting the New World was 1650. He was a prince. Nice. See, it's amazing what happens when you start looking. Morning, Jay Gaming. This is not Wolf Creek. This might take a minute to load. Ignore what you see. It's all a figment of your imagination. This is alternative reality, yes. Is it still going or did it freeze? Oh, no, it's still going. Forget all of the red. Also a figment of your imagination. Oh, this was me starting one of the farmyards. That's right. I was still working on visibilities. Why didn't the port come in? This didn't come in either. Things are not, are you kidding me? Not working. Fine. It's been a while since I've messed with this one, J Gaming, yeah. Might take a minute for that to kick in. I was still in the process of doing a lot of work. Kind of annoyed that my placeables didn't call in. Something happened. Oh, I bet you I know what happened. A lot of them are probably still linked to the wrong drive. I moved drives, and I haven't messed with this map since I did. It probably broke a lot of shit. Let's crash it for a second. Let me look at... Whoopsie. All this shit should be looking in map directory. So if it's all looking in the map directory, I'm willing to bet you what's happening is this stuff is not looking at the right point. Like if I were to look at the castle. Let me take a look at what was going on with the log file quick. See, I know I had an XML for that. What the hell? Did I? I know I had an XML for that. I was still in the process of taking care of a lot of other things, but... Oh, see, yeah, you're looking in the wrong place for a lot of this shit. That's why the airports didn't load. It's looking in the wrong spot for the farm sim projects. But I still don't know why it didn't load the XM where the Castle XML went to. Because it had an XML. Shit. What did I do to it? What did I do to that damn XML? I had one. I know I had a Castle XML. Because when you go back here and look, it's going to tell you it's calling it from the placeables. Same with the refinery and the large airport. As well as the whole port XML. So what did I do? I also don't know why the large airport didn't load. That XML's gone. What happened to the friggin' XMLs? Now I'm really confused because I had XMLs set up for all that shit. Same with the port, the refinery, all that shit. Damn, it's been a while since I messed with this map. That's what's doing my head in right now. I know I had all this shit set up. But this was my 64X map I was working on. Once upon a time. I don't think I did on this one. Ah! No, because I was putting them all in the placeables section where the other placeables were. That's what I'd been doing. You know, just like all of these, I've been putting them in here. That's why I had this set up. That's why this one here was set up. Map directory placeables port. Large airport, refinery. And when you go to that placeables point, you know, there is a refinery in here. There's a port in here. I'm wondering if I just didn't make the, I go file. Let me go. Let me just make a couple quick. I'm going to call you port. I don't care. Alright, we're going to take care of this quick. We're just going to make a couple of these because it doesn't matter what I'm doing with it at the moment. I can fix them all later. We needed that. We also needed a castle one, right? File, save as. Castle 2. We needed a large airport, refinery. The lighthouse was already there. Large. Let me make sure I'm spelling it exactly right. Large airport. Did I have the small airport in here yet? No. So I did the port, the large airport, the refinery, the castle, the lighthouse already had one. I don't think I had brought the small airport over completely yet. I was still working on that one. I think I was still working on that one. Yeah, I was still working on the small airport. I don't remember exactly which one I was using. Let's try this again because I want to show the castle off in the frickin' map. I don't know why it wasn't loading. So yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. All I gotta do is set up clear areas and stuff like that. I can make it a placeable. I can easily enough do that. So I kind of have an idea of how I want to set that up now. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. Yep. We're gonna shift gears. I want that castle as a placeable. I suddenly have a really good idea for it. Alright, so the BGA's there. They had set up a nice custom BGA. I was still working on a lot of the roads and stuff like that. Is the port area going to load and things like that now? Nope, that still didn't load. Large airport didn't load. I was still working on a lot of the landscaping and stuff too. Like this area here was going to be a little mining area along in through, well, forest in through here. Some mines and stuff over there. There's Green Thumb's Bridge. His first one. Tunnel. I had a couple spots for the I was just showing off something I had been working on. This is the 64X I was originally working on. I mean, it was very, very early development. I'm glad I kind of stopped working on this because it would have been a way bigger project than I'm capable of doing. It'll be kind of funny. You're going to see something over here. Oh, yeah. Sorry. It's going into the ground now. But, yeah, I replaced the train with Dave's plane from 19. There it is. Oh, well, this is a 64X map, Viking. Oh, I'm not even going for the right frickin'... It's that island. Good morning.
Hey, Darius. This was a bit easier than all that typing.
I bet.
But yeah, I remember you was working on that map. Why did you stop it?
It's a massive undertaking.
Yeah, I believe you.
I mean, the 16 is something that probably wouldn't be too bad to finish, but this one's just massive.
I found an interesting thing in my forest when I was running around.
See, because originally I had those gates working. This is not walkable, but I'd love to take an image of my Seer family crest, put it right here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was a $1 model I bought. Complete with a drawbridge. I gotta go in the model and fix these chains. There's supposed to be collisions on a lot of this shit, too. Yeah, it's... Something happened to it. It did have collisions on all of this shit. So you couldn't go through it like this. Alright.
Just to let people know, I made a little add-on to my fact sheet under others. I now have a list of what crops you get a bonus of using bees.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah, at some point I wanna.
Surfing talked about making a list over what crops yield the best from what soil types from the precision farming.
Yeah, I think Dave had a list of that at one point.
Where could that one be?
It basically follows the same soil map from Wolf Creek. Of course, there's some more soil types that were added. But if I remember right, you can get the information from here. Is it this? The information is in the map, I believe.
Under fruit types?
No, it needs its own separate spot. Precision farming supposed to have a. It tells you in here where to look for what Dave did. And then you need to G, do all of that. I'm just looking through because this tells you where you it's saying all in the map XML file. I know it's in here. I've looked at it before because I did a thing for Dave once, but I don't remember if I've got the bookmark. This is back from 19.
Okay.
And it changed in 22. I'm just trying to find where the information is. It's showing it all in the map XML. Which Dave has the map XML. Here. Right there.
Here you go. Nice.
And then, if you look, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. This here. If you look at this, it's going to tell you loamy sand is 1, sandy loam is 2, loam is 3, and silty clay is 4.
Yeah.
But when you look at this, this is your nitrogen levels, and this is your yield.
Yeah.
So rice yields in clay Does not yield anywhere else. Cranberries yields in clay, not anywhere else. And this is what the bogs are for.
Yeah, yeah.
But then you have, you know, your hemp here and stuff like this. So that's where you need to look, is the map XML.
Thank you for that.
Yep. So your seed rates information, here's your different, now, your base game stuff is not in here. That would be in precision farming.
Yeah.
Under the not soil maps. Where are you? It's not in the crop sensor linkage. Yield values, display types, soil types. Oh, right here. In the precision farming XML. You can find wheat, barley, oat, all that shit in here.
Roger that.
I mean, most of which your 1.25 is in loam.
Yeah.
You know. And then, of course, it has these here for the yield potentials on the grape and the olive, but doesn't actually include them, which is weird. It doesn't give anything here. It's like they intended on including it, but didn't. So I'm actually wondering if there's a way Dave could add those in, because you see the information pop up when I planted the orchards. The orchards follow the grapes and the olives. You know, they're done the same way, and they will pop up as fields. It forced me to have them show up as a actually, that reminds me, since we figured out that issue, let me go here. It'll be easier if I just go here. Belt systems, this one, uninstall, don't need it. Uninstall, don't need it. Yep, there we go. You know, if you look here, you can see the grapes and the olives are in here. And when I put in my orchards, it forced them to show up in the precision farming map at a score of 50. But it doesn't register any of the fertilizing levels in the different types, doesn't register any yield potential on them, and then doesn't give you any, like, when you're getting your harvest or any of that stuff, it doesn't change your score. So I'm wondering if there's a way to look in here and get that to work with them. I'm surprised Precision Farming doesn't have it set up, didn't do it. In which case, Dave could then just copy it. Because they put in the stuff to start for those, but then didn't carry it over, When you scan them, it shows up as a, when you scan them, it shows up as a field, and they get their fertilization levels and stuff like that, but not, it doesn't show up in the precision farming mod itself to do it. So I'm curious if there's a way to make it work.
That would be nice.
These are the soil sample and all that information. RTKs, the soil maps. I'm guessing it's actually in here. Yield map, soil type, sampling information, pH map, value transformations, lime usage, yield mappings, different colors, crop sensor. Probably add it there. These are just showing the different colors for the nitrogens. Bonuses for the yields and stuff like that. Obviously your crops. And like I said, you've got them in here. And the crazy thing is they didn't comment them out. So they're in here, but they're not commented out.
Seems a bit strange.
Yeah, and
Why
alfalfa
didn't,
and clover are already in here too.
Yeah, exactly. I saw that.
Because they added them as part of some of the common mod fruit types. Then you have your fertilizers. This was Dave adding, because this is Dave's custom version that adds the compost. So you could use, your compost if you wanted to as a fertilizer. Then they have this commented out. Your differences, this, your fruit type seed rates, environmental scores. But none of these environmental scores change with the orchards, or, with the orchard stuff. But it's curious that they included them in here when they don't affect it. Upload a log file to have it checked. If you need to, Paul, you can go into the SGA Discord. There's a category, Canyon Crossing Help. You can upload your log file here, and we'll take a look at it. Not a problem. I'll keep my eyes open. When it pops in, I'll take a look at it for you. It's just curious that they're in here, but they don't get affected anywhere. The score doesn't update anywhere.
Yeah, it should be linked together on some way.
And I'm also looking in here like there's no wow, that's crazy cushy. $19.5 million to freaking fill in that hole. Damn. Well, F12 the money back and call it a day.
I wonder if it is the same hole I found up in the forest near to the northeast one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that one. That's a big one.
Yep. Yeah, it's just weird that it's there, but the information is there, but you can't. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
All right, so we need to get you back rolling. I had you were going to field 14. You had arrived here. You're going to destroy crop on me unless I pull you out of the field. This way. There we go. You're here, so we can do what we want to do with you. So this project will take place as soon as we're done drawing our road. And we need to change you back to smooth. I hate that this doesn't, keep its information for the vehicle, you know what I mean?
What one are you looking at?
Oh, the
The Terraform?
Terraform, yeah.
Yeah, I don't use that one.
I'd love to use the Komatsu, but it needs a lot of work. The Komatsu motor grader.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's
I
got a
know,
few. It's got a few odds and ends that are an issue. And I'd have to go into Terraform and edit it so that it doesn't discharge, or you can turn the discharge to paint instead of material.
Yeah, I saw another streamer work on that one at some point, but he threw it in the garbage bin instead.
Which streamer was working on the Komatsu grader? Curious.
I believe. Reaper.
Oh, Reaper. Yeah, because there was a couple of errors with the grader, and then, of course, it would discharge whatever you set it to discharge. There was no way at the time that I could, I'd have to go in and shut it off, basically.
Yeah, he went in and made a edit to one of his wheel loader shovels, buckets, something, and made that one work for him instead.
Alright. I see the log file. Download. Alright, so what seems to be the issue you were having so I know what to look for? The DLCs, the mods. L10N, no big deal for the quick bail. Some Reaper stuff in here. Revamp stuff. Getting a load of errors at the end of the log. Well, we'll take a look. TLX. Yeah, the palette shit for the TLXs. I hate the way he did that. Reaper's planter, of course, has rye millet. And why the hell would a planter have blueberry in it? The way the blueberries were done, they were orchards. Anyways. can't load resource on the Load King Distinction Triple Hopper. There's something wrong with that mod. Okay, you are using a custom harvester, aren't you? Bet you I can pick it out. What harvester were you trying to use to do that? Yeah, exactly. I guarantee you it's one of your combines. What combine were you trying to use when you were doing when that was coming up? The in-game X9, what header did you have on it? Yeah, well, I figured if he was using a custom harvester, he might have been using a custom header, but he's using the in-game X9, that's fine. It's gonna be probably to do with the header that he's got on it. Capella Diamond 12. Isn't that a corn header?
Yep.
That's the wrong header for hemp, isn't it?
For hemp?
I thought hemp was
No.
done with an aerial, with like a regular header.
Hemp is harvested with a normal header. The corn header, you can use that for corn and for sunflower.
No, Dave's got the hemp on the... Ah, that's the problem. I think Dave needs to do an update to the map.
What did you find?
Maps, map US, fruit types. He's got hemp listed in too many categories.
Oh.
Now, if you look, grain header, hemp, maize header, which would be your corn header, hemp, and then the maize cutter that does... this would be your silage one basically here. That's your silage header category. See, maize header, maize cutter. But this maize header, he put the hemp in the maize header and in the grain header.
Wow.
So when you go in game, that's what I was just looking at. When you go in game, it's on this header. And then when you go to the corn headers, it's on the corn header too.
Yeah, that's an issue.
And it's the corn headers aren't set up for it. So what's happening in the log file that he linked, you're getting all of these fruit type growth state errors with the hemp for the cutter path effects. It's not meant to be done with a with the corn head. It was never set up for it. So it's throwing cutter path effect errors. Do me a favor, Paul. Lose that Capella header and try a regular grain header and see if you're still getting the issue. And that's not the Capella pack, J Booth. That's literally the in-game one. That's the in-game base game header. If you look, he said the Capella Diamond 12. Diamond 12. It's an in-game header, but if you look, all of these see hemp, but so don't these. Except for that one. So these show hemp, and so don't these. You know, these are supposed to because you're foraging it. And that's what I was just showing is in the map file. Dave has the hemp here. I think he needs to take it out of that category. Yep. Yeah, try that out, Paul. Let me know, and I will make note of it to Dave. Cutter path error. And I will go make a comment now to this here so that people know I've already looked at it. Reply to that. I will let Dave know of this and have a possible solution. That way, because typically when the log file gets posted, a dozen of us are going to probably look at it and all go,
Yep.
you know.
That's what happened with the. Who was it? Let me see. It was Chuck. Somebody. No. Yeah, a user called Chuck. I looked at that one yesterday morning, and Boomhau wrote it was from my stream Viking. Dang, I didn't know that.
Yeah, this whole Viking.
Yep, that one.
Yeah, Cushy said it took him $19.5 million to make that hole go away. Whoopsie.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's a deep freaking hole for sure.
It is. It is. I climbed down there with a chainsaw and super strength, moved the trees. And,
Well, one other way you can do it, and I showed this off, was using the Easy Dev, go to flight
Yeah,
mode, turn
and
on
then
the turn on the delete objects,
yep,
and then just press the
I
delete key. But
I
literally,
found
one
I
of these
found out that
spruces,
I
yeah,
found out that on the
one of the
last tree.
spruces, one of the spruces starts in the hole and ends before, like midway up the hole. So you get a
Yeah,
37 meter tree that's in the bottom of that hole and still doesn't come to the top of the hole. That's a big hole.
that's a deep one. Darius, would you please go into the escape menu and take a look on all the different crop types and just count them and see if I have all listed.
Okay. Well, it's one of those things. Some of them don't get affected, so.
Yeah, okay.
But wheat, barley, canola, oat, corn, sunflower, soybean, potato, sugar beet, sugar cane, cotton, sorghum. Ignore grapes and olives. Poplar.
Yeah,
I believe grass is affected.
it
Ignore
is.
oilseed radish.
Yeah,
Flax, rice, carrot, hemp, cranberry, mustard, lavender, peanut, poppy, peas,
I missed the
alfalfa.
flags.
Yeah, alfalfa, hops. No, ignore hops, because hops is done orchard style.
Yeah,
Then you get coffee, is done orchard
but
style. Onion, tobacco, clover.
yeah,
And then you would ignore the maple sap through pecan.
I need the flags. Where did my flags go?
I kind of want to go make that Komatsu work.
Yeah, that greater.
Mm-hmm. That way I can make nice straight lines and lock it in with VCA. This doesn't like VCA. It freaks the fuck out. But the Komatsu grater stays in a nice straight line with VCA.
They don't have the flags listed in the map XML.
Does he not?
No. Yeah, rice, hemp, tobacco, cranberry, lavender, carrot, mustard, poppy, peanut, peas, alfalfa, clover, onion.
Even the alfalfa and clover are already in it. Yeah.
No flags.
Oh, I already had it open, dummy. Is look for linseed,
I did that.
because it's gonna be listed as linseed in there.
Yeah, I know, but it is not in there. Yeah, thank you, J Booth, but yeah, it's not in there.
Yeah.
Can you find it in there? Because I cannot.
Well, Dave will be around shortly because it is a Tuesday. I'll have
Yeah.
to mention it to him.
Yeah.
Yep, there's no linseed. And he's got hemp under the maize header. And there's a giant fucking hole. Not a problem there, Paul. We do try.
That roller you are using, is that the one from FS Miner?
Mhm.
Okay.
It is.
Did you do any edits to it?
Nope.
And no errors or warnings in the
Uh,
log?
there is an error, but it's on the Terraform side.
Okay.
Basically, it doesn't like one of the collisions or something like that Terraform's looking for. Or Terraform's looking for a collision that's not in here. Something like that. Jordy
Oh,
Lad, welcome in. Thank you for that Tier 1 resub. I do greatly appreciate it, bud. 6 months now. Holy cow. Yeah, it's something about a collision error. I haven't looked into it. I believe it's on the Terraform side with the registration inside of Terraform.
okay.
Because, you know, Terraform registers all the equipment.
Yeah.
And I believe it's on that side that it's causing the issue. Not a problem. Thank you for all the help you give. Well, I do try. And you are very welcome, Jordy Lad. That's kind of us SGA guys. We do try. Even if it's not necessarily something with this map, if you guys have issues, we do try to help.
Indeed we do.
So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to loop this in. I'm going to take that loop, turn it up, and then I'm going to do a nice triangular intersection here. A big one. And we're going to drop something in the middle. Morning, Veldian. I'm not breaking much. I'm just looking at different things. Helping people with logs, finding errors, and contemplating making another placeable. And I'm fixing my road issue because it's pissing me off.
So you want your trucks to take the new road you just made?
Yeah, I'm gonna move the line. So, you know, this line will come up here, and then I'll have it also come and tie over that way.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I'll do one of these, and then it's gonna disappear as it gets a little closer to that. Need a pancake house? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we already have a donut factory, so why not a pancake house?
Yeah, but we don't make we don't make pancakes anywhere.
No.
So yeah, then what I'll do is I will take landscaping, painting, grass,
It is Washington Farmer.
Yep. Sure is.
You are very welcome.
And then I'll roll that out a little differently. This section's going to disappear through here. I'll roll a little path in here from that. So we'll re-roll this loop. We'll re-roll that loop a little bit differently. Same with this whole area here. We'll do this differently. Dang it. Fucked that all up. Alright, so we'll fix that. This is all coming out. And I wanted to do some serious landscaping over here too with that hill. Because it's a bit ridiculously steep. I don't mind
It
if this
is.
part stays steep, but this part needs to not be so freaking steep. So I think we're gonna lock this in. Question for you, Viking. Don't know if I'm imagining things. Did you have a Google but yes he does.
Can I post the link in here, Darius?
Oh yeah, you're a mod.
Yeah. But I still want to ask.
I wouldn't have given you the moderator privileges if I didn't trust you.
That's correct. All right. It's right here on my Trello.
Don't mind me. Just making a big mess. Don't mind me.
Do you use the Paint and Terraform anywhere?
When I'm doing projects like this, I ain't paying for it. So yes. Yes, I do. Yeah, I ain't paying for issues like this. When I'm doing something like this, I'm not paying for it. This would be a $50 million project. You are very welcome,
Yo,
Washington Farmer. Now, one thing about that is it is more difficult to tell if you're still smoothing or not, because you could end up trying to smooth and it's not really actually doing anything, but you don't know because the money value isn't changing.
yeah, that's right.
That's one thing about the especially if you don't have like grass or something on top of it, it's hard to see what's actually going on.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Of course, I made a hash of this, so we're gonna have to smooth it all out, which we'll do. Sometimes it's easier to fill a little bit in the really bad spots and then smooth.
2 seconds, I have a phone call.
Yep. Morning there, Don B. How you doing? Let's plant this back in quick. It'll be a lot easier to tell what we're doing. Then I'm gonna need a truck over here to redraw all this. Well, that's minor. I technically have one not far away. Go over how you did that exactly. I mean, what? Press at the top. Yeah, I can do that, Don. So, when you're making a slope like that, what you need to do, let me paint this quick, and we'll go over it. I'll show you exactly. Before I forget a giant section of this and go, what the hell did I do? Squirrel brain takes over and I'll completely forget this shit, so give me 2 seconds. No worries. Seems you have to download the map and a couple mods this morning. Oh, did Dave make an update yesterday that I didn't hear about? He might have. I don't know. He might have. Saint went in the game. Map never came up. Oh. That's not good. Alright, so when you're doing that, if you look at the top of the F1 menu, right click is set your target slope point. So if I were to set my target slope point here with the right click, then when I hold the left click, it's going to slope to that point. You see how it's slowly filling that in and making the slope up to that point? And it's going to create an exact slope to that point. So wherever you set, if you set back here, it will cut into the hill. So you need to watch out as to where you set your point, because if you put it too far in one spot or another, it's only sloping to that point. So if I do that from here and go, you see it's making a nice even slope straight to that point. But then you got this issue. You know, you end up with this. So you could also come here and slope this straight to that point. But then grab like here and do it. And you'll create some funny ridges when you do this because of the different heights. But if you do it in a couple places, I've found, you do a couple like this, then you take out the smooth tool, and when you're done, it creates a fairly even looking slope. It does take practice, and I won't say it's the greatest tool to use, but it can be decent in places like this. I'm going to be rolling up and down this anyway and changing the texture with the roller momentarily. But I found if you have grass on there when you're doing the sculpting, you can watch the grass move. And that kind of tells you, okay, I'm making it smooth. You just have to remember kind of where you've been, otherwise the you could end up with some weird ridges. We want to fix the area too. Starting on that forest farm, you're up and down that hill a lot. Which forest farm? Oh, that one over there. Yeah, you're up and down this hill a lot. Yeah, it's really, really steep. It's like, that's... I mean, I understand Dave did it for this, but, you know. 35 minutes till it gets released. Well, in 35 minutes, Dave is supposed to be going live because it is a Tuesday. But I may do a afternoon stream today. Kind of like I did a stream last night where I started the 7 Days to Die. Which I'm actually kind of pumped. They've got a new... I'm curious, too. I set it up, but I didn't really pay attention. Yeah. It's not available right now. Binks with 10 more biddies. Thank you very much, Binks. I do greatly appreciate it. 2. I only died twice last night. Binks with another 10. They now have their own panel, as a matter of fact, for the integration. The official integration has its own panel now, which is pretty freaking cool. And then on top of that, you guys can convert channel points into pimp points. They added a timer where you can say, okay, for every 15, 30, half hour, 45 minutes, whatever, whoever's the best helper will get a bonus chunk. And CJ was taking advantage of that last night. He kept doing that. But at least, instead of trying to kill me all the time to get the bonus points, now you can do that for bonus points too, which I think is pretty cool. It's not just troll and kill the streamer all the time. Maybe you do want to be helpful and still get the points, which I think is pretty freaking awesome. Hey, I mean, I don't mind scaring. I mean, as frustrating as it can be for the killing of me and stuff like that, if you guys do it, don't worry about it. That's why I run the Twitch integration. I wouldn't run the Twitch. I would shut that shit off if I didn't want it to happen. It's frustrating, and I might get kind of pissed because I'm in the middle of something, but don't worry about it. I mean, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna be that guy that suddenly starts, screaming at you guys for doing it. If you do it, you do it. How's it going there, Cowboy Mikes? Thank you for the hydrate, bud. And the stretch. Just getting a drink. It's okay, handsome. Go back to bed. I know, I touched the shelf that has the treats. But they're not treats. Just got home from work? There you go. Yeah. No, I did not. I didn't, was not interested in the least by this DLC.
Join the club.
I'm sorry, I'm interested in much more than the third fucking bailing DLC. I mean, the Gawil pack at least had something that kind of interested me in the stationary bailer. But even then, not enough to pay for that pack. Not by any means. There's the little tractor. Yeah. Eh. I'm actually gonna get up quick and go grab a drink too. Hey, sweetie. Hi, pretty babies. You know, I would love to have you come over so I can show you off on stream because you're just the cutest little thing, but you don't like it when they pick you up. She's very lovey and she's very cute. It's Drake's sister. But she does not like getting picked up. At all. I love it. The kids finish off the donuts and leave the empty fucking box on the counter. Take care of your shit. I mean, I suppose I can't say too much. I finished off the Pepsis and left a frickin' empty box of Pepsis.
Pepsi's?
Hey, Dave.
Empty 12-pack. Hey, Dave, we got some things for you.
Nope. I don't need to know.
Even if it's the hemp-causing cutter path effects because you have it in two separate cutter categories.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I-
you have it on the
Oops.
maze header and the regular header. And when when you try to cut it with the maze header, it throws cutter path effects.
Well, we'll move it off the maze header. Shouldn't be on there. We'll do that.
You also don't have linseed set up in precision farming.
Interesting.
Yeah, we only know because right now Viking is currently in part of his documents. He's going to be making a new precision farming thing that tells you what you get for yields and what stuff, you know. And he was looking through, and there's no linseed.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the $20 million hole in the forest.
Yeah, that's staying.
Is that where you hide the bodies?
I already knew where it was there a long time ago, but I decided that the amount of work to get it out of there would mean I'd have to have everybody to have floating trees and all sorts of crap. So, just fill it.
Well, I figured
Does
you
it
may
cost
want
20
to
million?
you may want to fix it for. Yeah, it cost Cushy $19.5 million this morning.
Cool. Just put a house over the top of it. You'd be fine. It'll fix it in a minute.
It might cost you the $20 million on top of the price of the house.
Yeah.
Morning, Cope. This is where the morgue is supposed to be placed. Speak with Dr. I'm not Dr. Darius. You're talking to the wrong hombre if you're looking for Dr. Darius. What?
Hold on a minute. Oh, nothing. I'm just doing my thing.
So somebody had suggested with the big hole to put some docks next to it with an outhouse over the top of it.
There you go. Use your imaginations.
Alright, we still got that guy going on 9. This dude's at 14, so we'll get him started. Well, I'll be done streaming in about 25 minutes or so, Cope, and then I'll catch up with you. I'll always give out advice. People may not like the advice, but I'll give the advice.
Oh, you do you?
Mm-hmm. And depending on which side of the bed I woke up on, depends on what that advice is going to be.
You don't sleep, so what time? What does that mean?
Well, that's just it. If I've only had 2 hours of sleep, the advice might be a little different than if I've had 6 hours of sleep. According to Dave, SGA membership is closed, but that could also depend on Dave's mood, too. Mood has a big factor on things. For everybody. What vehicle were you using to make the roads? This is the Ham H25i roller compactor by FS Minor. They're placed in-game to toggle the charge for terraforming. If you use Paint and Terraform Anywhere, there is pricing in. You can set pricing in here, yes. But this has to correspond with the Terraform mod as well. You can't just use this to make the roads. I'm using the Terraform mod primarily. This just interacts with it. Yeah, you have to be a streamer, of course, to become a member of the SGA team. 700 plus followers. Or, I mean, if you're a really good modder, things like that, there's many factors in becoming an SGA member. But saying, can I become one or apply to become one, it's not as simple as just saying, I want to be a member. There are people that have become members because of their help with things, and it's not that they said, hey Dave, can I have a project and do it. Sometimes they've just come up and said, hey, here's this, would you like, would it be of use, would it be helpful, would it be, any number of cases like that. To redo the hell using in-game is the way to toggle the charging. Not in-game. If you get the Paint and Terraform Anywhere mod, Dawn, you can press F9 with that mod, and then you come to the landscaping options and hit the cost factor here, set it to 0, and you won't get charged for the landscaping. Then you'd have to set it to a 1 if you want to be charged again.
And here's the link for it.
That would be the one. Alright, so that kind of redoes this area. Not a problem, Don. Yeah, there's no in-game way to just toggle it on or off. but there is ways of, using mods to do it. Excuse me.
You're welcome.
Pond's drying up. I need some rain. Hey, Olson, how you doing? I'm using the one that Surfing Cowboy did. He made some edits to it to make it compatible with the 16x map, and that's the one I've been using. Doing all right. Yeah, I don't know if there's been a more recent update to the Terraform than what Surfin was using, but that's it. This roller is from FS Miner, Olson. One sec, folks. And the dresser's on my side of the bed. The wife is looking for some papers. What? Did your human forget something today? Meow, what? Meow, yes, what? What are you meowing at me for? Are you trying to tell me something? There's food in the dish. What's your problem? What? What's the matter, sweetie? I have a cat meowing at me. What? What? What's your problem?
What do you think? She wanted treats.
Could be. Could be. Apparently somebody wanted some information from my wife. Yep, the Ham H11i. I keep saying 25, but it's the H11. God damn it, phone! Ding, 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 ding. There we go. In other really random weird news, I got this bunch of text messages yesterday while I was trying to sleep from one of the guys I used to do a bunch of home improvement work for. Apparently, his ex had passed away due to a drug overdose. Not too long ago. I guess he was at the bar, kind of drowning his sorrows, so to speak. And while he was at the bar, his drink got drugged with methamphetamines, causing him to have a heart attack. And someone from the bar brought him back to his house, dumped him in his basement, and robbed him, leaving him for dead.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah. Kind of like, what the shit? Remind me never to go to that fucking bar. Thanks for the heads up. I ain't going to that bar. Appreciate it. appreciate the heads up. I'm never going to that bar. Got it. Just like, that's crazy. And
Absolutely.
I live in a small town, and that bar is in an even smaller part of the town. Afternoon, they're not so grumpy, so it's like, that's like, holy shit,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just iced tea. You best not knock it over, kitty cat. Yeah, we're gonna have to re-record this a little bit because it goes into the hill, but... Yeah, because that's some really janky corners there. Happen, you not die, it was so bad. 4 years afterwards, suffering from panic attack. Yeah, well, I mean, it's definitely one of those things that, it's not good. It's not good for sure. Thankfully, I've never been one to do any of that stuff. So, best friend at the time. Yeah. Well, at least you survived the situation, learned something from it, and were able to divest yourself of that person. Because people like that really aren't friends. Time the update for Satisfactory release. I believe in about 10 minutes, according to somebody else earlier in chat.
10 minutes, 47 seconds.
Are you waiting, Dave?
I'm gonna
Is that today's
hopefully
stream?
part of it, but I gotta download it and stuff while I'm if all goes well. I'm gonna start off with Farm Sim.
Yep. Yeah, that's not as uncommon as you think with people just being complete turds. Before the internet crashes in 4 minutes. Why would the internet crash in 4 minutes, Ghost? You know something we don't? And thankfully this is on my computer and not on the internet. So yeah, I figure out I'm gonna raid Dave when Dave is live. We'll hang out with Dave for a little while. And then I may do a Satisfactory stream this afternoon once I know everything's good, so to speak. The paving crew is here. Make way. Thank you, Aussie Wheels, for the hydrate. It's going pretty good. Ah! Louise Jr. of CC. Hope I got your name right. Hello to you as well. Nope, no crashes yet.
Keyword yet.
Not much. Just, working on some roads at the moment. Fixing some path issues that I've been, experiencing with my trucks. So we're gonna get to the end of this here, probably park this aside, grab my truck, and then we can start deleting and redoing a bunch of these routes. There. Park this aside for now. You're Brazilian? Awesome. Welcome in. Oh. I accidentally hit the parking brake. Yeah, see, we're gonna move that way over there. Change that route. Field 14 done. Nope. Field 14 still going. Field 9 is still going. Yeah, we'll re-record these routes. I'm gonna have a lot of re-recording over here, but I'm gonna drop this trailer first. And then when I record these, I'm gonna do them at a 45 or 50 mile an hour speed. I'll set my cruise control and just that way it stays steady. It keeps the pins a little closer together, and the vehicle shouldn't freak out near as bad. Make you realize, Amanda. Yeah, I'm gonna fix some of the routes through there as well too, but basically I'm gonna be deleting everything from about this intersection that way.
I got just over a minute. You want me to go down?
Nope, we're gonna
Okay.
stop right here actually. I'm gonna hit the save button because I'm actually gonna jump out of here anyway on the farm sim side. And we're gonna start that raid right now. There we go. As always, appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. I'll be probably live again later this afternoon, as I said, with some Satisfactory. Starting out Update 8 fresh. Big thanks to Milos and Jordy Ladd for the resubs. Binks, thank you very much for all those bits today. And thank you everybody for hanging out. Till next time, though, take care, stay safe, and have yourselves a great rest of your day.
Have a good one.